Hi, got kind of a another lightsaber review today. So we're going to start off. This is the new Katana Hilt from Saber Forge, rather. Almost said Ultra Sabers. Oops. Just take a look at the hilt here really quick. I really like the texture of the leather wrap on here. The pommel's really simple, doesn't get in the way. This one's not vintage, it's not set up for sound, but you can obviously get it set up for sound depending on what options you want from Saber Forge. I really like the way the weathering, like the way that's all the little grooves in here, like each one's weathered a little bit differently than the one next to it, and then you can kind of see the same here. Just a really good look the way they did the weathering. It looks very authentic. It almost looks dirty, but obviously it's not. It almost looks like there's like an engine grease on there. Oops, almost pushed the button there. Then there's this. You can't really see it with the blade, and I should take the blade out. Oops, too late now. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's actually the Jedi symbol right here. You know, kind of what the Suba, I believe it's called in a katana. Or I could be wrong. Internet, please don't tear me up on that. This is the longer version. They make a couple different sizes. This is one of the longer ones that you can get. The grip is really comfortable. I really like it. And let's just kind of see what it looks like moving around, right? And this, you know, obviously with any in-hilt saber, you're going to have it a little bit brighter here, it gets a little dimmer here, and then brighter again as it gets that reflecting tip. It's a really good color blue, Saber Forge. I'm not sure what LED they use in this, but it's the color looks really good. It's a very vibrant, very deep, kind of a royal blue almost, without being, you know, it's not purpley or anything. I really like this. By comparison, just another blue blade here. This is Anaki's V3. The camera's not picking up on it super well. Yeah, obviously this one's got that pulsing effect to it. This blue is not, almost has a little bit more green to it than this one does. I think I like the color of this one. Obviously this one's a little bit more evenly lit. The weight on this is really nice. You know, I was worried this was going to kind of get in the way of everything, but the weight on it is really fantastic. The grip is really comfortable, especially with that leather wrap on there. Get this guy out of the way. I really like it. I don't want to knock my wife's sewing machine or anything else over here, so all in all, this is a really fantastic hilt. Definitely worth the price you pay for it. The only problem I have, the customer service getting this was a little weird. It took a lot longer than it was supposed to. They said that the saber was like in their ready queue essentially, and then they kind of went radio silent for almost a month. I was hoping to have this ready for celebration, and it wasn't ready for celebration, which, you know, given the timeline they posted on their website, I kind of thought it would be. Again, that's probably the only complaint I have about this. Everything else was fantastic, but the customer service was a little odd, but I also know that Saber Forge moved, and they've had a couple other things going on, so it's also totally understandable. All in all, I'm just a big fan of how this turned out. It's got a very cool samurai effect to it, and definitely recommend, if you're looking for a hilt kind of in this style, I would definitely say this is more of a Jedi hilt than a Sith hilt. I know they offer this with the Sith cog on it, if you want to get that, or even, I think there was even one with the Imperial cog maybe, I forget what the other one is. But even still, I would still definitely kind of call this a Sith design, or a Jedi design. Again, that's just my opinion, you know, whatever. Just a really nice hilt, all in all. So, again, this one doesn't have sound or anything, but just the overall design on here, you definitely feel a lot of quality. There are a couple little threads coming off. You can see here on the, I don't know if this is real leather or if it's like a faux leather or not, but you can definitely see a couple like threads and little just stuff kind of coming off of it already. And wear and tear is going to happen on any saber, so I mean that's not the end of the world. But I've only had this for a little while, so, or this has only been owned for a little while, so it's you know, a little. And again, I'm nitpicking here. All in all, and here's kind of another angle. You can see the Jedi symbol right there. I think it's more like Saber Forge's logo, that you know, which looks kind of like the Jedi symbol, but it's their variation, I should say. And it just has a very kind of samurai. I almost wish you know, obviously it's not a curved blade, so you can't, you know, unsheath it like that. But it feels like that's what you'd want to do with it, just the way it's shaped and the way it's, you know, I really dig it. It's got a cool look about it. And this is with full batteries, so again, this is all this light here in the room, and this still looks the way it does like this. You know, if I move it around a little bit, I guess, but again, any Saber is going to do that on a camera. Let's turn off some of these lights and just see if that changes any of this really quick. I can't turn off my sunroof, obviously, or whatever, but you get the idea. And again, and just for comparison, photo again. Yeah. This is actually a little bit brighter down at the hilt when you look at it. This is definitely brighter at the hilt, but again, it's not nearly as evenly lit, so you're not getting as much. This one's actually closer to the. See if I switch them up, because this side's closer to those two sunroofs, so it's going to look a little. Whichever one is on this side is going to look a little bit dimmer than it would have otherwise. But you get the idea. Oh, if I hold them like this, maybe it won't change it at all. Okay, so yeah, you can see I'm holding it like this. Just kind of the difference in brightness. Again, if you're at a con or anything, you know, well lit, I don't think it's going to matter. This still looks really good. And of course, the Makoto, there's all kinds of, you know, this is also a lot more expensive. It's a lot longer of a wait time, all kinds of other stuff like that. So, I mean, you can debate what's better for what purpose you're getting it. I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. I absolutely love my Makoto, and I absolutely love this hilt for totally different reasons. Let's turn the lights back on because you can't see the hilt at all. There we go. So that's kind of what I've got about this guy. Definitely recommend it. I don't do like a score or anything per se, but I just really like the way this hilt looks. You know, you definitely see it up close here. There's that, like I said, there's no venting there for sound, but you know that wouldn't be hard to. I know they're trying to get that compatible. I forget what they're calling it. It's like the MHS system, but it's their own bespoke parts for Saber Forge, and I can't remember what they're calling theirs. It's a cool system. It'll be cool when it comes out. So that's what I've got about this. Thanks a bunch for watching, and see you next time.